just been a wicked experience. I've enjoyed every moment of it. Probably just the fact that representing young people, being the voice for young people, and afterwards I've taken the voice of young people to where it needs to be, and I just hope other young people feel the same, and it's been a privilege for me to be the one to do so.
Which two things would you pick on during the year? What have been the real things that you think you've managed to make a big difference on?
I think probably the first one that comes to mind is the Children and Young People Plan. The Youth Council and myself have been heavily involved in discussions with children and young people, and we've made a real difference, and the feedback's still going on, the work's still continuing, and I'm extremely happy with the progress. Probably the second one that comes to mind is long-term Olympic. We've been doing a lot of work around the Aquatic Centre, the planning for the Aquatic Centre, the 2012 legacy, what's going to be left behind for now the young people, then adults, and I'm just really happy with all the work that's been done there as well.
What are the things that young people have said to you are affecting them on day to day?
I think one of the obvious ones is gun and knife crime. It always comes up, and it's something that a lot of young people are concerned about, because it's about their safety, and young people want to feel safe where they live. They're not always portrayed in a very positive way in the media, and that's another thing young people aren't too happy about. But once again, it's just about bringing our voices together and making a difference together, because there's only so much we can do individually.
So obviously it's election time again. What advice would you offer to young people thinking about standing?
You need a real passion for this role, and I've seen a lot of young people out there that have got it. So as long as you've got the passion, as long as you want to make a difference for young people, then definitely get involved. If it's not as young mayor, then youth council. If it's not youth councillor, then by any means a forum, stuff like that, but definitely get involved.
My name is Manaib Chowdhury. I'm 15 years old and I go to Forest Gate Community School. I'm also on the Newham Youth Council. Some young people like to say YOLO. I prefer Carpe Diem. It means seize the day in Latin. That's because I genuinely believe that young people should be taking every single opportunity that passes them, no matter how remote, no matter how minute they think it is, because they might end up discovering something about themselves, and that they'll shape their lives around that.
Well, it was quite difficult when he was young. He didn't like going to school. He used to cry not to go to school. But as he grew older, he loved school.
His nursery time was hard when he was going to the nursery and infant school as well. Before you could take him out of the door, he was vomiting when I started saying. Sometimes I can remember one day he went to school and he was holding the railings of the school. He wasn't going. He vomited all over the floor and like that. But now, at 6:30 in the morning, he's awake before everybody else is, making his own breakfast at times.
Yeah, well, I've always grown up in Newham. I've lived here all my life. I